In the dark shadows, in the white cold, fearlessly we search for knowledge new and old. We drink the strong spirits and read the ancient tomes. The order of the Abracast. We are the brave and the bold. The Abracast. Occult, history, conspiracy, and violence.
It is an apprentice in the order of the Abracast who now wishes to receive more light by passing to the degree of the Fellowcraft. He is prepared, worthy, and well qualified, and he is vouched for. Let him enter in the name of the Lord and be received in due form.
Learn more at theabracast.com. Get graphic elements, notes, worksheets, and text versions of selected episodes, as well as access to the private Abracast workgroup by signing into the mailing list. Get all that, plus exclusive episodes, by supporting the show and becoming a subscriber at subscribestar.com.
I've been having an awesome streak of shitty events in my life, and one day I was just like tinkering around with this new app that my podcast host had, and I was like, oh, there's like a go live feature here. So I hit the button, and we started experimenting with going live, and I grabbed this my Nietzsche book. I think it's called. Is it called the Portable Nietzsche? And I started talking about Zarathustra. And I was like, hey man, I'm just going to do, whenever I'm having a shitty day, I'm just going to do one of these live episodes. We're just going to chip away through this gigantic fucking book. Well, I actually had to take a break, but we did three like in a row. And because we were just experimenting with it, I had to use like a different mic. I couldn't get this shit through my sound. Anyhow, it sounds a little bit different, but I'm working on it. I ordered a new part and all this other kind of stuff. So, but with the Fellowcraft episodes, I would do a series traditionally, all of them except for one. I would do a series, and then I would do like an extra episode where I'm like, this is what I learned from the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, the Atlantean, or this is what I learned through when I read the first part of section 1 of Liber 4, or this is what I learned when I read this phallic influences in ancient religions or whatever. So I thought, because I'm throwing these live episodes at you guys, I thought that I could instead flip over to the Fellowcraft episodes and do the this is what I learned when I read, or this is what I thought of when I read these first 3 or 4 sermons or speeches of Zarathustra. So here's a short preview, and it's all on the one and only Fellowcraft tier of Subscribestar. So I hope you guys dig it. I hope you like it. I hope you come over. I'm actually learning quite a lot, and this episode takes a wild left turn into some stuff. So anyhow, I hope you guys dig this, and beware that there's some more live episodes coming up actually this week. It's coming up fast. If not today, tomorrow. If not, well, I'm probably going to take the 4th off. But there's some live, we're doing Zarathustra this week, live episodes. A good way to know when we're going live is subscribe on Subscribestar or sign into the mailing list and get access to the work group where I'm publishing all this stuff. So, all right, man, here, check it out. I hope you like it. Bye. Cowards out.
Learn more at theabracast.com. Get graphic elements, notes, worksheets, and text versions of selected episodes, as well as access to the private Abracast workgroup by signing into the mailing list. Get all that, plus exclusive episodes, by supporting the show and becoming a subscriber at subscribestar.com.
In the lion stage, the subject of spiritual transformation must engage the dragon into mortal combat. Finish him. One needs to be a lion in spirit to defeat the law of thou shalt and affirm the conditions of one's flourishing. Okay, so let's bounce this up next to the communism thing. You know, the communism, you're carrying the load for everybody. Well, this lion's like, fuck you. I'm doing what I want to do. And even more illustrative, after that statement is made, King Ghidorah comes down and he was like, no bitch, thou shalt. Shooting that gold lightning all over the place with his 3 fucking giant snake heads. And the lion's like, thou shalt? That's what you're saying? I'm saying fuck you. And he does. He's the lion in my makeshift analysis here that I'm just getting into. The lion is the free market. That might be ridiculous. I need to Google search this stuff because it just came to me while I was reading this. Okay, so I stated many times I'm not a philosopher. I'm not very deep, and I'm not a Nietzschean scholar. There is no happiness in fighting dragons all one's life, however. To complete the 3 metamorphoses, the lion must become a child. Maturity, for Nietzsche, means rediscovering the seriousness one had as a child at play. Okay, so if you've been a listener for any amount of time, I say any amount of time, like it doesn't come up every fucking week, but every once in a while I talk about rites of passage, which came up in earlier to the most burdensome insights and to force ourselves to dwell on them as a rite of passage. So I speak sometimes about our culture having gotten rid of the rites of passage where, you know, you can put on a robe and you can light some weird candles and you can have some kind of initiation ritual where there's creative play going on somewhere in your psychology. You know, this whole thing started when I was reading, when we were going through the Lesser Key of Solomon episodes, and I was like, I got a little bit of pushback on people going, you need to do a disclaimer at the beginning of these that people should not be summoning demons. And I was like, fuck you. If somebody wants to turn the lights off in their house and to light some candles and to put some robes on and to start praying to Adonai and Tetragrammaton and all of this stuff, we need that because we have no other place in our daily lives where we can get weird. They kind of scare ourselves a little bit and charge us up, you know, with being weird. I'm not warning people against this. I'm encouraging it is what I would have said. And I really kind of started unpacking that. You know, we look into rituals of Freemasonry, or, you know, the initiation rituals, and then all the little plays and stuff that they do when they're going through their degrees and stuff. They're having creative play. They're having fun. They're being able to not worry about their mortgage and their car payments and all of this stuff. As a matter of fact, you know what? I should fucking get a robe right now and fucking do some fucking ritual magic, because I need a fucking vacation from my life right now. I'm having the worst fucking 2 months back to back to back that I've had in a long fucking time. So what I'm saying is, you know, we're talking about this seriousness one has as a child at play. You might be like, Towers, I play all the time. I play games on my phone. I play games on my PS4 or whatever. I play fucking Guitar Hero, Candy Crush. I'm a Candy Crush master. I'm a Fruit Ninja. That's passive play, bros. Someone else's imagination set this up for you. I'm talking about creative play. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm being a little too tyrannical. I apologize. I'm not trying to be tyrannical. I'm like, you have to play, motherfuckers. Play! Back to this thing. A childlike spirit is vital to happiness, health, and well-being. That child, Nietzsche says, is innocence and forgetting. It's a new beginning, a sport of self-propelling wheel. A sacred yes. The lion becomes a child when the individual says, I will cease to affirm their values contrary to the law of thou shalt, and affirms them instead for the sport of creation. The spirit now wills its own will, its own world. Life is no longer a reactive struggle to defeat other forces. Life is a celebration of one's powers and sustained act of pure affirmation. Like the child spirit who knows the joy of life and the innocence of perpetual creation. Philosophy helps me evolve from the camel to the lion, but I'm still working on becoming a child, and it's a long way back to the beginning of one's life. But this is where I am headed, and Nietzsche was wrong about many things, but he was right to argue that a light, innocent, affirmative approach to life is vital to spiritual flourishing and the creative existence as well. I mean, I don't know if I should get into this now or if I'm going to get a chance to get into it later. Yeah, I'm going to skip. All right, so